To become a scout, you have to be honest, you have to be disciplined, you have to be somebody with love, to love your colleague, loving each other. It comes through unity. We are one thing, we are one family. Our job is very tough, our job is a war.
What's wrong?
The Malilangwe Trust is situated about 20-30 km outside Chiredzi. It's a trust, not a conservancy as a lot of people mistake it for. We have the biggest manpower within the trust. We own about 90 scouts, so it's a very big part of the network here. Rhino protection comes at a very high cost, and that's definitely one of the biggest challenges.
I am grown up in Chilonga village in Chiredzi South. From grade 6, I dropped out of the school. I found a job was only for cattle herding. The work was very hard for me because I was young. Every day I was questioning myself, why? Why is it things are very hard for my life, very hard for my mother, she's alone. Then I started to think about going back to school. That's when I met Unless. I always wished that if we want to do a similar job, then we came here in Malilangwe together. We've attended this scout recruitment.
Our scout department have a huge role in many aspects of life at Malilangwe, and by association, a huge role in the conservation of our country.
Our selection process from the community is very complex. We pre-select people that we think might be suitable and ask them if they would like to try,
It was almost over 200 young guys who were trying to find a greener pastures here in Malilangwe. From the starting day, I was fearing that unless we're gonna give up. He said, no, this selection of Malilangwe is very tough, we cannot win. Then I said, no, there is no such things. You are a man, you are fit, you are a brave man. Everything that I can do, you can do it. I know that this selection course, it will be very tough for 6 months, but keep going, never relax, never give up.
We get up in the morning striving for best practice in conservation work and community work. It's our belief and our way to employ the right people.
It's very hard to protect something like a rhino. All the poachers, they are looking for the rhinos. But just because of the scouts here in Malilangwe, they would come to become a person who protects the wildlife. Can say that it's something which is very good because it's our future, it's our life. We've got a job to do for the future generations.
I initially was employed to come and work here. The numbers were a lot less. The 38, 40 men that were here were very inexperienced with dealing with armed people. That definitely made us jump around, pull our socks up. We doubled our scout force basically. From that to 300, we brought in 90 inside, and over the 6 months, whittled them down to 24.
This training is very good. I believe most of the guys who will be listening nicely, I'm sure they are going to go higher and higher if they take all the training tactics into consideration. The training is a little bit tough, but once you pass, you start to work, you get the job, it will be more good. We start to teach them slowly, but the first weeks, it will be just more on fitness tests. After a month, the second one and the third one, we start to introduce the tracking, identification of spores, how to use a radio, how to use binoculars.
We work in a field which is very, very dangerous, with the dangerous animals like buffaloes, the elephants and the rhinos. So many guys we've met here. We met here in Malilangwe just because of the selection course. I think it was very, very hard to put together different people to create a bond between them.
Yeah, this exercise is all about teaching the trainees how to manhandle the poachers and to teach them how to handcuff them and fighting them, because the poachers, they do fight against us. Not all the poachers, they can give themselves to the scouts.
A really bonded group of young guys, and I mean, it's my job now to make sure that they stay like that. They've made great friendships, and there's a special bond there, and that's what saves rhinos.
By knowing the backgrounds of the family itself is also good. So by doing that, we end up roughly estimating the better scouts.
Mahanyelo ya yena a endle ku a hetiseka qobe mhaka yo kuti nyikela eku yengisa aka dyondza leswi nga dyondza swi ma exercise anga ma endla la hi wo mavonele ni vonaka kwa
xi nga kala xi nga ni endlisi loko ni twile a sungula ku vuya lena a ni twa ni swi tsakela ku sweswi a nga yela loko a humelela eka swona saka ni nga twi ku gungula a no loko a tiyisela a humelela ka sweswi a nga yela swona.
Life started to change from there, started to change slowly, even we were at training, but everybody was changing his life slowly and slowly and slowly, slowly.
Ntirho a nga wu kuma, maboxelo lowu u nga va ni ku u yi endlela a yi nga swi tshembi hi ku i tirha to va a wu kotile ku fana ni leswi hi nga hi vona van'wani va ka va tlhelile vatekani a si ku yena u yalile vone ku a va ni ku khutalela saka i swilo hi nga va vo hine ni xicukele ku loko jala ka swi ya mahlweni hi va vone ku hi va ni ku hi va ka wo emuti wa hina ni ku tshama kahle hi va ni ku dyondzisa vone vana va hina xikolo. Na swi vona ku a hi se swi cincile swi siyanile leswi a nga kusuka kaya leswi a se munhu a voneka ko vanhu bava.
Our scouts really do come first. We're one of the few properties that allow our guys to have family in here. They allowed their wives and young kids. By treating them properly, training them properly, keeping them motivated and paying them well so that they have a life at home, you know. That's what works for us, and I think that's where I've gained the loyalty of the guys. I really do care about them.
I'm very proud to become a Malilangwe Scout because I've went through hard training which so many people cannot do. Right now, I've got respect even in my community. I'm a person right now who is working. You know that it's very difficult to get respect when you are nothing. But right now, I'm something. happiness which everybody have, all of my colleagues. It was the day that everybody was waiting for. Everybody was working for it for the past 6 months. And even our families, everybody was waiting for that day.
I think the most rewarding part of my job is getting up and working with a great bunch of young men, you know. Very much the main reason why the poaching is less here than most places. The three most important things of protecting a population of rhinos is management, how you manage your staff, and secondly is intelligence, and thirdly finances, you know.
We are here to protect the natural resources of the Zimbabwe, and we are here to stop the poachers to destroy our natural resources. It's our legacy, it's our future.